next thing I want to talk about is your machine clamp drawings. So you've had a chance to look through. Hopefully, you've been able to look at the peer review that people did for you. Is that correct? Um, and so I thought about if you try to pull up examples of those, but that's a lot of shuffling and everything. So I figured the best way to do it would be to go through and just make a set of drawings now, kind of using all the feedback, right? And so while we're going through, we're going to go to each of these pages and kind of recreate it, so you can see kind of best practice way. And I'll kind of talk about some of the things I saw along the way, and you'll probably realize like, oh yeah, I did that, or oh yeah, that guy, the person that I reviewed had it that way, and I had suggested that, and so you can see if you made a good suggestion or you missed something or whatever. Okay. And so I've gone through and I've set up the views the way that I would have them. That's all I've done so far. And I'm not going to go through and add the description stuff just because they're supposed to be there. And so here is my first assembly page showing the outline. And you can see I did two sections. One so I can see this view and I can see how the screws go in kind of through here and through there. I can make sure that it's not bottoming out. And then I did this section coming through the spacer so I can see that those screws don't hit each other. You don't have to do that. It's just I wanted to show because how it is working, just to kind of verify that yeah they work. They don't cross each other. And then we need some overall dimensions, right? Got there. This is kind of the two extremes of it, right? And so based on this part, I can put that. That's my overall height. About this one here. Make sure I get a dimension on everything. And for this one, I don't want the whole view. I'm going to do just the slice because I don't. Yeah, I'm going to put this one back here. Now I can go in here. What does reference dimension mean? If I do that. Yeah, it's just for information, right? And actually, all of these are like that, right? So I'm just gonna leave that alone and make a note. All dimensions rough. That way I don't have to print these on everything. Because they're all just kind of for information, right? Because if they rotate these a little bit, this one's rotated vertical instead of horizontal, then it's not going to be that number. But if all the parts are made correctly, it's what it's going to be. So that's kind of how I do this one. Any questions? And here's my exploded view. No dimensions needed. You can see it's easy to identify which things are which. Questions? All right. We'll get to this one last. So I don't know why it's showing me the boxes around these views. There we go. So this is kind of how I would do this one. The top view would be okay also, instead of the side view. But just size-wise of the paper. I do that. So what dimensions do we need on this page? Yeah, we need a thickness. So let's first start with the center mark. That one. Now we can drag it out. and there. 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 What did I do? Oh. What did I do wrong? I didn't go to the corner. To make sure that I go all the way to the corner. All right. And I'm done, right? No. I forget. My hole, right? So when you do it, go to the hole, not the countersink. Then come out, put it in. Where does the arrow go? Is this good?
Center.
Is this good? That's the center.
Edge of the hole.
So it needs to be on the edge. And so one thing, like if it's there, an easy way to do it is either just grab this, kind of readjust that to make it fit, or come over here and adjust this until it points. Either way. Probably gonna put that there. Right? I've got space, so, but I don't need it all the way out here, right? I don't need this one. I've got space, but how's that look compared to that? Right? So not too close, but not too far away either. Any question on this one? Yeah.
Since you have the center mark.
Yes.
Location.
Yep. So there's some people say, no, I'm told them it's in the middle. That's good enough. But according to the standards, you have to call it out. There's a way that we're talking about in 20. Remember that the second 450 pages of the standard? In that, they actually can tell it be centered. And so, actually, I can do that right now. So, if I took those off and I put that there. Not there. And I put this here. And position, diameter. That needs to be. Position, cylindrical, 5, whatever it is, to A, B, C. Now I've told it to be centered within those features. Told it that first it needs to line up on A and be perpendicular to A, and that its position is defined by the center axis of the length and the height of it. So we'll talk more about that later. But without doing that, which some people think is like really hard, but it's actually a lot better. If you don't do that, then you have to put in the dimensions by standard. If you didn't, then remember tolerances go to dimensions, and so it would be okay. Where you told me to be centered, but what's the tolerance on it? Stuff like that. So by standard, you should have dimensions going to it unless you're using GD&T. Yep.
For that, 2 questions. Dimension outside of the counter.
No, to the hole. Because it's, yeah. And that's one thing that I was taught to dimension to the outside circle.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I actually read the standard, and all the pictures show dimensioning to the hole, because it's the hole we're talking about. The counter just bore is part of the hole. So we point at the hole.
Does that thing come from?
Probably.
Okay.
So actually, I need to just take that out. Right? Because the 4 or 5 is through. Yeah, because I was lazy. Instead of making it go through, I just made it go somewhere. And that's another reason why when you do your holes, don't just drag it past. Tell it to go through all. So that way it doesn't put in a depth when it doesn't really apply. So good catch. We get to this one. Make sure you have your hidden lines turned on. So this one, hidden lines turned on. If they're not in the way, if the hidden lines aren't getting confusing, turn them on. This is kind of a good practice to have. So one thing I want you to see on these next sheets is the similar setup. So look at this sheet, this sheet, this sheet, this sheet. What do you notice about them? The setup is basically the same, right? So on all 3 of these, the hex is on the left, in the same orientation. Oh, and that one's not, but so I'm actually going to remake that one. But the hex was there, and on this one, the round view is on the left. So that way, when you go page to page, you have a similar feel. And they're not all the same size, but so this page and this page, the smaller pieces are at 3 to 1. The ones with the bigger hexes are at 2 to 1. But they still take up about the same amount of space on the page, right? So the size on the page is about the same between that one and that one. So adjust the scale so they still look similar. It just didn't update. There. Or you have to go to the refresh to update the properties. So I'm going to give a length. And the diameter over here, right?
No.
No.
No, that's a cylinder, right?
Yeah.
So cylinder dimensions are on this view.
Oh.
Make sure you get your diameter symbol. And that's kind of close, so I'm going to pull it out a little bit. So take that off. And then my thread note here, make it point towards the middle. Again, lazy. And I don't even want that. I just want to call it the thread. That's an appropriate way. And again, throw in a center mark. On this one, because they're concentric circles, now the center mark does work for telling it to be centered. So, is that good? Am I missing anything? I want you to be picky. To what?
Space between.
Oh.
And the
You're looking,
how you
yeah.
found it.
See? I pull off this line instead of that line. So no spaces. So grab the corners, bring them up. This one, they're going to be even again, so I can just pull them both up. They're even. What else? There's nothing else about that 12.8. Why is it 12.8? What's it supposed to be? Really? Yeah. Oh, that's because I made mine wrong. Yeah. So I can see that, yeah, I made this part wrong. I should probably go fix that. So I'll go do that. But I'll come back to that later. So it'll round out right in the end. So I'm gonna go do that actually. Spacer. Oh. There we go. Now it's fixed. You can also see now that I updated it, materials, the appearances from the model are now showing up here. Here. What should I switch to this? So probably need like this, right? And a lot of people did this. Like that. What is better? That? I'm just going to make another view so you can see. Which one looks better?
That one looks better. Or,
Yeah.
no, no,
So,
that one. Yeah, that one's.
so doing that one looks better, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And now, mention this one here. Stick that there. And I'll just there too, right?
Be aligned.
I'm done, right?
Those could be aligned or chained or.
So.
Oh.
So sometimes, so grabbing the inside text, using that is easier than grabbing the outside thing. And are they all aligned with this one? No. So go there, slide it back, make it mid-aligned there. And I'm good, right? What am I missing?
Missing another dimension.
Yeah, so I need this one here. And I need that to be, so left key, hit that, diameter symbol, and pull it out a little bit. What else?
And then thing like a.
Yeah, no gaps. Remember, where did I pull it from? Pull it from the bottom. If I do that, it does that. So if you're dimensioning something that's not, the 2 points aren't going to be horizontal from each other, don't pick the line. Go to dimension and pick the 2 points you actually care about. It's kind of a fusion thing. And I want 2 of those, right? Yeah. They're different, 2 different features. So I'd put it.
Oh.
And if it is a cylindrical thing, I'll put a center line here. Verify that everything's centered. So circular things centered. Center lines do work for centering them because that's what they're for. But centering on a rectangular face, it doesn't. Here, same basic thing, right? Same exact dimensions, except now we're gonna have those. So, dimension the same way. Corner to corner. Corner, corner.
Oh,
Yeah, we can fix stuff later on. But actually, there's something off on this one still.
6.9.
Is that supposed to be 12.8?
Let's be 12.
Third.
12.75, right?
Yeah.
So change your units. Or is it 12.5?
I think it's 12.
I mean mine 12.7.
Oh, okay.
What is- Yeah, you're right. It is 12.5. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason I made the wrong number on purpose to make sure you caught it.
Okay.
Excuse me. And yeah, I'll probably pull that down a little bit so it doesn't run right into the center line. Anything else on this one?
So the 6.9 diameter painted on hard or
Is it a cylinder or a hole?
cylinder.
Then here. If it's a hole, then it goes here. Remember, holes are dimensioned where they're round. Cylinders are where they're rectangular. We go here. Same things. That over here. And do its full note. I don't like that spot. There we go. Oh, I do. Oh, I'm gonna do it here. Depth. I'll just do that. Or you can just leave the note as is. Either way. Since it is bottom tapped, doesn't matter. If I told it to be another one and there would have, if there was a depth here, then I could have just used it. And then here, same thing, right? Same exact thing as this, but now just the through hole. Any questions so far? And what about this one? If you have to use this one, the center mark pattern. And then you can pick. Don't turn on auto computer or else it tries to make a circular thing. Turn off auto and then you can just pick two things. Yeah, because the auto wants to make a bolt circle, just like the picture has.
I had the same issue at first, and then that's what I.
And so there's a lot of stuff going on here, right? We've got the whole perimeter of it to do and the holes. So for this one, I would make a backside view just so that I can kind of split up holes on one view, the perimeter on another view. And you can see I did turn off hidden lines because the hidden lines don't really help a whole lot, right? They just kind of get in the way. They're all overlapping. So it just makes it a little bit more clear to have them off. But on this view here, yeah, we want those turned back on. Okay. Now we can dimension locations for holes. Center to right click, grab the quadrant. Actually, do I need to do that? No, because that one's centric, right? So these two are concentric. I don't need to worry about their positions. I just need to worry about those. So I go again though from the quadrant there, the center there, across. Then the quadrant here, center there, come across. Edge, the hole, up. Edge, hole, up. And actually for this one, I'll probably not. If I'm going to keep using these dimensions, I'm probably just going to dimension it. I'll just dimension like that. Having the center line between them, if I was actually going to dimension that angle or that thing. So I can do this, but instead of dimensioning like that, if I actually was going to dimension, position one and then dimension the other one. Come on, Fusion. Dimension the actual distance between them like that. Now that's when I would use that center line going there. But these two parts are going together. I really do care about that distance, right? So this is one of those things of what's important. Because if I can control this one better, the parts are more likely to fit together than if I'm controlling each hole separately. Right? So, yeah, I'm going to leave that. I'll stick that down here. So I can still control the height of this one, but instead of giving a distance from here, I'm just going to give it that. Just because I'm changing it up. You don't have, so this was not something that's expected of you guys yet, but I want you to see kind of my thought process. So that way, once we start talking more about tolerancing, you understand why that's working. Because if I'm dimensioning from the sides, each of those numbers has a tolerance. So the tolerance between the holes is basically double what it says down here. If I dimension straight between them, now it's only just what that tolerance is. But if I use GNT, then it doesn't matter. Because then I can control the position exactly. So kind of how we do things can vary it.
Yeah, that's what it.
And then your quadrant. Something like that.
That's where we measure the distance for the circles.
It can be, but you can also do it just. Here, I'll go back to doing it the other way, just so you guys can see, based on the drawing.
Okay.
But maybe we're gonna leave that line there just to make it. At this point, that line is. See, kind of toss it. Do I keep it? Do I throw it away?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm using it, then yeah. If I'm not using it, it's not really helping. And we can tell that they go together just because of the. Just because of that they're both the only ones with countersinks, so it really doesn't matter which way we go. Now, hole dimensions, and I was lazy. I wanted to show you why you don't just make things go down. So you don't want to have to keep removing depth thing. The little projection line there, once I start moving it, I can make it line up. What do you guys think about that view? Facing good? Should I go out more? A bit more? Put down there though.
Yeah, that just
Make sure those line up. Don't like that far. Maybe offset those a little bit. There we go. Put the thickness there. That view's done. Then over here, thin it up the rest, right? So from that corner, not from there, from that corner to there. That corner to there. Quadrant there. Quadrant to the top. That's good, right? What's wrong? Yeah, I am. So these radiuses, it's just half of that, right? I don't need it. One thing we can do is if we want just to make sure that it's tangent on both sides, we could just say, just take it out altogether. Or we could just say R. That just means make it a full round radius. But also it's kind of it's obvious, so you don't have to. And that 80 is in a good spot, right?
no
Pull it down.
much lower.
So the spaces between these dimensions, same as there, same as there, same as there. One come down to here. Pull this out one a little bit. I can come over and grab this one here. They align with that. Things are lined up now. They're not just at random spots. So it takes a little bit of extra time, but not that much extra. And And now position the whole views. Little, you don't want like that. You don't want them like that. Kind of see where it's got enough space. They're not running into things or anything like that. Okay. Any questions? Where?
The 10,
The 10.
between the 15.6.
This?
Is that like cut out?
Oh, the height of that. You are right. Let's take a There you go. Now I'm done, right?
That you the next around the 30.
Not happy? Again, we don't know. Like on this part, that's just to shave weight, so it really doesn't. That's not a really critical thing. So, and actually, angles are the least precise thing. But yeah, there we go. So, any questions on all that? You notice my note down here: the left side shown, right side opposite, or mirror image, or however you want to say it. So that would be my set of drawings for this thing. So any questions?